But if the Chinese Communist Party decided to use military force against the population of Taiwan, that would create great upheaval throughout the world, and they would pay a heavy price. Is that fair to say?
That would be a grievous mistake.
When it comes to Taiwan, it's been the policy of the United States to basically, for lack of a better term, to guarantee Taiwanese democracy. What's your view of that?
My view is we have an abiding and longstanding and bipartisan commitment to Taiwan and to the Taiwan Relations Act. We need to make sure that they have the means to deter aggression, to defend themselves. I'd like to see Taiwan even more engaged in the world. It's in many ways a model democracy, a strong economy, and a technological powerhouse. And of course, the way they've dealt with COVID-19 has a lot of lessons to teach us.
But if the Chinese Communist Party decided to use military force against the population of Taiwan, that would create great upheaval throughout the world, and they would pay a heavy price. Is that fair to say?
That would be a grievous mistake.
Secretary Pompeo designated the Chinese Communist Party as having engaged in genocide regarding the Uyghur Muslim population. Do you agree with that designation?
That would be my judgment as well.
You do agree?
Yes.
We're on a good start here. So this really, I just very much appreciate that. Do you believe that the Chinese Communist Party misled the world about the coronavirus?
I do.
What price, if any, should they pay?
When it comes to China's role in the virus, I think we want to. There's as you know, an investigation that is ongoing. We obviously want to see the results of that investigation, but there's some things we already know.
If they don't cooperate, what should we do?
I think very hard, because that cooperation. This is really the point. I think of where we need to go on this. What we do know already with regard to China and the virus is that they did not provide transparency. They did not share information. They did not give access when it mattered most in the early days of this virus. Had they done so, it's possible that the course of the virus would have been different, and we could have dealt with it sooner and more effectively.
Today, the People's Republic of China is determined to expand Beijing's influence across the region through military provocation and debt diplomacy. And so I urge the incoming administration to stay the course, do what we've done, stand up to Chinese aggression and trade abuses. As a new American administration prepares to take office, we do well to remember, as Americans, that the price of freedom is eternal vigilance, and that a free and open Indo-Pacific is essential to our prosperity, our security, and the vitality of freedom in the world. After generations where America and our allies defended the freedom of navigation and the interests of free nations across the Asia-Pacific, today the People's Republic of China is determined to expand Beijing's influence across the region through military provocations and debt diplomacy. And so I urge the incoming administration to stay the course, do what we've done, stand up to Chinese aggression and trade abuses, stand strong for a free and open Indo-Pacific, and put America and our freedom-loving allies first.